Hello, hello, hello. What's going on tonight, everyone? So, I was getting ready to stream, getting my drink, doing all the stuff I do to get ready to start streaming. Went out on my sunroom, my porch, off the back of my apartment, and somehow I managed to lock myself on my sunroom. I was like scraping around. It's one of those doors that has like the little circle in the middle where you're supposed to be able to like stick something in there to unlock it, but that wouldn't work. I was freaking out. Eventually, I I had to first rip the screen out of the window and then push the actual window out of the door. And after all that, I was able to reach in and unlock my door and got in here like 2 minutes before the stream was supposed to start. So that was my last 10 minutes. Super close, super close to missing the stream because I was locked in my sunroom. Unfortunately, it's not even nice. It's like in the middle of winter almost. I mean, not really the middle of winter, but there was snow on the ground this morning. So the window is kind of just shoved back into the door. Hopefully, it'll keep the cold out until the stream is over. So that was interesting. So this is the deck we're playing. This is from Blake Rasmussen, who works at Wizards. I believe he said he actually 5-0'd a league with this deck. He's been building it and playing with it. This is what we got going on. Unlike our other deck, this is straight blue-white colorless. So why colorless? We're colorless to take advantage of Thought-Knot Seer, double trigger, strip 2 cards out of our opponent's hand. Pretty spectacular. And then we also have Eldrazi Displacer, which lets us blink the Thought-Knot Seers and all of our other stuff. So those are 2 of our big triggers, or creatures with enter the battlefield abilities. We're looking to take advantage of those. We also have some of this stuff from our old deck. Reflector Mage, we have 4 Cloudblazers, all in on the Cloudblazers. So turn 4 Panarmonicon, turn 5, draw 4, gain 4. Blink it with Eldrazi Displacer. Thraben Inspector double triggers, gets us double clue tokens. Then we have Sky Sovereign, also double triggers, so 6 damage to a creature or player when it enters the battlefield. We also can get the lock set up where we just keep blinking our Thought-Knot Seer, which can kind of lock our opponent out of the game. This hand is fine-ish. If we draw land and can go Copter into Familiar, suit up Copter, and we did. So Port Town, tapped, pass the turn. So Copter for our opponent. We're just going to play the plains and play our own Smuggler's Copter. There's Catacomb Sifter for our opponent. Gonna let them start smuggling. Opponent discards Grasp of Darkness. All right, so let's play a plains. Filigree Familiar gains us a couple of life. If it sounds weird, but I think we're just gonna sit back on defense here with Smuggler's Copter because we have like such a good hand. Displacer into Cloudblazer, even without Panharmonicon, that's just a lot of value. All right, opponent fires up Smuggler's Copter. Sure. Goes to combat. Attacks, attacks. Yup. So block Copter, block. Is it even worth blocking Kalidas, or do we just go to... Yeah, I guess if we're going to just block 1, it makes more sense to block Kalidas. Okay, this is fine. So we're better off blinking our Cloudblazer. Hopefully our opponent didn't draw the 4th Grasp with that loot. That would be very disappointing. All right. Whoo, okay. So we gain 2, draw a couple of random cards. Another colorless land is actually good. Ooh, and it's just a land. All right. Another colorless land is X. Ooh, and another Declaration in Stone. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So Inventor's Fair. All right, we're set up now. I think we just take out Kalidas. It lets our opponent draw a card here, which is not ideal, but we still have double blink available, which is good. So pass the turn. This deck is pretty sweet. We haven't even drawn a Panharmonicon, and we're actually doing really well. Blink Cloudblazer, gain some life. Draw. Man, we have all the Declarations in Stone, which is good as well. Blink Cloudblazer. There's a Crane. Ooh, Drowner of Hope is solid. Well, we're just going to do the same thing again. I mean, we're halfway through our deck. We got to find a Panharmonicon sooner or later. Apparently later. Oh, look at this! So many draws with no Panharmonicon. So many options. Let's Reflector Mage. Bounce Verdurous Gearhulk. Play Aether Hub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kill Liliana. There's Copter, so we need to blink, Reflector Mage, bounce Smuggler's Copter. Get rid of Liliana. Opponent has 2 cards they can't replay. Alright, pass the turn. Alright, opponent drew nothing. They can't recast any of their cards. This game's pretty much over. Hissing Quagmire, fine. Hissing Quagmire, also fine. So, bounce Reflector Mage, get rid of Servant. We actually do want to close this game out at some point. Play Seagate Wreckage, Declaration Stone, Catacomb Sifter, Reflector Mage, get rid of the zombie. And now we got double blink up still. We're actually beating down. Our opponent doesn't have much going on. So, well, I mean, I guess the good thing is we're a Panharmonicon deck that can win without Panharmonicon, which is where we want to be. Opponents main phase sack their clue. The old Desperation main phase clue sack. That's usually a bad sign. Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Okay. Opponent's probably going to take our Panharmonicon. So opponent passes. So we just blink Reflector Mage, bounce Grimflare, blink Reflector Mage, bounce Gonti, attack with everything, and our opponent scoops it up. Alright, we're down to 1. Opponent gets a couple energy back. Ooh, or we just draw a Declaration in Stone? So we have a couple options. So Eldrazi Displacer, pass the turn, stop on our opponent's upkeep, blink the Cub, opponent goes to combat and passes. Another Panharmonicon. Well, let's Filigree Familiar, gain a couple life, pass the turn. We're very close to stabilizing. Alright, Servant of the Conduit. Sure. Opponent goes to combat. Oh, alright. Whoo! So now we get to blink a Cloudblazer, get back up to 5 life, draw a couple more cards. I feel like we're getting there now. So play Ether Hub, play Panharmonicon. So pass the turn. I think we can play defense one more turn. And now we got Panharmonicon, so our blinking is going to gain us a ton of life. We just got to fade like a combination of cards, including like probably multiple Blossoming Defenses. If our opponent probably has to attack. If they don't attack, I think we just win. There's the attack. So Thought Knot there, Filigree Familiar there, Cloudblazer there. Uncaged Fury, gives it double strike, sure. Pumps it, sure. Alright, let's crack our clue. There's a Smuggler's Copter. Prairie Stream, play Cloudblazer, double Cloudblazer, and pass the turn. I think we're good because our opponent only has 2 energy. So even with pump spells, they can't double their power and toughness, which means it's going to be hard for us to lose from here. Alright, so this should do it. Eldrazi Displacer, blink Cloudblazer one more time. Puts us back up to 13. Draws a bunch more cards. And now it's pretty much over. Let's lead on Thought Knot Seer. Blossoming Defense for our opponent. Do they have anything in hand? Just 2 forests. Still 2 forests. Get in with our Cloudblazer. Then we'll play Ether Hub, get an energy, play a Smuggler's Copter, pass the turn, discard Panharmonicon and Prophetic Prism. We're going to stop on our opponent's upkeep, blink the Pummeler. Safest to do it now in case they draw something. Gets them a couple energy, but not especially relevant. Plays land. Plays Voltaic Brawler. So now I think we just wrath our opponent's board, play an island, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 Sky Sovereign. And that does it. So basically what we're trying to do is, if we get down Eldrazi Displacer, we blink it a bunch of times, and we basically can mill our opponent out of the game by forcing them to draw cards and then exile them and keep doing that. So that's our long-term goal. In the meantime, we keep attacking and hope that we maybe somehow get through the fogs. Seems unlikely, though. All right, there's the fog. Triggers Dynavolts. Get some energy. We do have a Drowner. So, Drowner of Secrets, makes some tokens. Play Ether Hub. Get an energy. Play Displacer. So I think we just win here. So I think what we got to do is make infinite mana. I think our opponent can kill us. Yeah, they can play Commencement. So we can try to combo. Can they play more is the question. So now we blink to Drowner again. Make some more tokens. So this should be able to win us the game with these abilities on the stack. It's going to take us a while to win, unfortunately. So what we got to do is do this enough times that we can eventually blink our Thought Knot Seer enough times to win the game. This is going to take forever. Forever. We are probably going to time out. Someone count and figure out how many Scions do we need to mill our opponent out with 32 cards in their deck? Does anyone know? 96 we're looking for? Okay. So we got a ways to go. We have like 20 some. And we have to do it right now or else we lose our Displacer is the problem. We are getting lots of estimates. Well, we have a random infinite combo. Whether we win from it or lose to time from it remains to be seen. So we're up to like 30 some. Well, maybe if I show our opponent the combo, they'll scoop. I guess we don't need that many. Oh, yeah, we do. So we empty our opponent's hand. All right, we got to start again. Exile Thought Knot. We have to do this on the stack, though, is the problem. And this is so many triggers. Oh, my goodness. We're so going to time out. This is super sweet, but we're probably going to lose. Blink Thought Knot. Blink Thought Knot. Target our opponent. Oh, my goodness. It is fun. I don't know if we win, but it's fun. Get rid of Prophetic Prism. Exile Thought Knot. Sack some Scions. Opponent's down to 29 cards. Get some triggers. Oh, good guy, Bob. Good guy, Bob the Builder. Thank you so much. Oh, so Bob said anyone else, including Richard, so shots fired at Richard, I make them mill me out, but for you, I got you. So huge thanks. Thank you, Bob. Oh my God, that would have been miserable. So we finish off with the 3-2, beating Turbo Fog, and you know what that means. Da, 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 da. We get to open a worthless card. Actually, 3 worthless cards. 2 worthless commons and uncommons, and a worthless rare. Maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the time we actually get a treasure in our chest. All right, let's open it. Let's open it. Come on, come on. Come on, treasure chest. Be nice to us. All right, here goes. Come on, something good. I've never opened well, I guess Raging Ravine is okay, but I haven't opened any really good treasure chests. Open one. Come on, come on. Oh, okay, okay. So I can't really complain about this, unfortunately. So 40 play points is the equivalent of $4, which is actually worth more than a booster. So it's not a Black Lotus or something insane, but 40 play points is actually a decent prize. So I'm not going to complain about getting 40 play points. We also get an Iron League Steed, Haste Fabricate 4/4, and High Tide Hermit, everyone's favorite defending crab. Anyway, let's do some reminders. Of course, our sponsor, Wizardry Foundry, check them out. 10% off if you use MTG Goldfish 3 as your code. They make really cool high-end deck boxes, including the Grimoire series. If you want to see this stream or all of our other old streams, go to the MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube channel, sub to that. Of course, sub to the normal one as well. That's where you can find Commander Clash Against the Odds, Budget Magic, all that fun stuff, and a new series coming out with me and Tomer next week. If you need to get in touch with me, either Twitter at Saffron Olive or at saffronolive at mtggoldfish.com. Both of those things will reach me. And then, of course, we got merch and playmats, including the Fishy Secrets Halloween playmat, and tokens. We have sweet signed tokens, so... Well, big thanks to everyone for your subscriptions today. You all were awesome. The deck was actually really fun. Our record could have been better, but it was really fun. I would heavily recommend trying it out because it's a blast. You get the value, you get Panharmonicons, you get combo potential. It's got it all, so give it a shot and you will not be disappointed. Anyway, that's all from me tonight, everyone. We'll be back Tuesday with another. All the other sweet stuff, Commander Clash articles coming out over the weekend. So I will see you on Tuesday for the next stream. Until then, have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.